An important distinction must be made between the book of Enoch, the prophet, and the book of knowledge, the Keys of Enoch, by J.J. Hurtak. There's always some overlap, I'm sure, but there's a vast difference in the frequency of these two works. The Keys of Enoch were quoted and referenced by Jesus Christ quite a lot, and was the basis of a lot of his teachings and philosophy and understandings as a Kabbalist, the 11th Kabbalist. And the Keys of Enoch in the past were, just as important as any of the other works of the time. But eventually, the Keys of, I'm making the same mistake, excuse me. Eventually, the Book of Enoch, see, I'm making the same mistake. The Book of Enoch, eventually, it was, kind of not canonized by the various councils because it was, quote unquote, too creative. And too much reading of it might make one go too much into the right brain or the pineal gland, or release so much DMT that one no longer, is able to easily socialize in mundane society. So, for example, page 91 of, just to give you an idea of the frequency, number 11, Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, Phanuel, and the holy angels who were in the heavens above went in and out of it. Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Gabriel went out of that habitation, and holy angels innumerable. With them was the Ancient of Days, whose head was white as wool and pure, and his robe was indestructible. Pretty high frequency, yeah? Oh, and no, it's not a Canadian thing. It's a thing they do in Hawaii. You pick up when you've been here too long. Page 201 from the Book of Knowledge, the Keys of Enoch, different book by J.J. Hurtak. 203, page 201. It's key 203. I forgot how this works, but the keys to future biochemistry and biochemical genetics are given in many double helixes for a given chromosome and in many coordinated membrane separators, transmitting mutable mammalian orders to the living chromosomal functions. All are the faces of the eternal present. Number 1, Enoch explained that there would be found many double helixes in a given chromosome, all allowing for many faces of Adamic creation to be evolved from the central code, all having the image and similitude of the eternal present. See, that's a very high frequency channeled by, or seen, or by, visited by J.J. Hurtak. That frequency, this frequency of this Keys of Enoch, the Book of Knowledge, the Keys of Enoch, it releases quite a lot of DMT and also some other kind of, seems to release, as far as I can tell here, endorphins as well, and some kind of milk from the top of the head. I don't know if from the pineal or from some other brain structure, but it's helpful. It can get a person unable to, again, function well in mundane society. And again, it may draw people who are already like that, of course, whose genetics were like that. But the time for people who have these kinds of reasonings, pineal awareness, a lot of DMT, natural DMT, which is just what makes you dream. And then we have lucid dreaming. Anyway, I digress. And I also tend to do that. But lately, we've learned how to not do that. So, to get back on point, the time for people with these abilities is now here. Otherwise, the world is going into a difficult time. And people who have these sensibilities are needed and should be utilized. And a proper Kabbalist does not direct power to oneself, not that kind of power. A proper Kabbalist directs people, creatures, directs the creation to the Creator, the light, not to the self, to the Shekinah glory. Okay, this is Final Prophecy Watch. And it's now time to relax into the things that are of the higher mind. And that will keep you not safe, but it will keep you well. Thank you for watching and listening.